Hello and welcome back to Avowed. We last time left off with Fior Messaverno burning, for we can only assume is a steel garrote attack. This time, we have to head in there and find out what's happening. Yata?
What happened? Who did this? It's all gone. The city. My home.
What do you think happened?
Maybe an experiment that got out of control. But the damage would have been confined to the workshop. We have to check on the others. At least let me find Quilici. Any survivors would have evacuated to the farms north of town. Come, there's not a moment to waste.
A city up in flames.
Let's go.
You tell me who your coin is on.
Yeah, we've got the same idea here. What's the quickest way there? So I'm just trying to figure that one out. I was wondering whether there was a quick way to jump off, but I don't think there is unless we're going to take that route. Let's go this way. It probably leads past the waterfall anyway. Also, we can't fast travel, so...
I can't believe this. What you smell is the workshop going up in flames. Our books, our chemicals, our machines. Many of those inventions were originals from the Valian republics. One of a kind, irreplaceable. I don't know why I'm dwelling on that. We lost more than our work.
Your work was your home. You're allowed to mourn it.
They burn. They blind us.
And this is the way I wanted to go, maybe? This was not the way I wanted to go. Must be over here. This could be it. Yeah, this looks like a better route down. See, I'm thinking it must be the steel garrote, but I mean, there's not a lot of activity right there, so who knows? Maybe not. Ow. Well, let's assume we need to heal some more. Oh, also, I had an idea between episodes. This should probably be in that slot. Same logic as her healing ability being on the yeah, not on our quick bar. We're probably not going to need it at short notice, like the healing ability.
All right. Animancers know how to plan for an emergency, but we've never seen one like this. If anything happened to Quilici, I don't know what I'd do.
Let's get to the farms. If there's trouble, we can help.
Again and again they strike.
She also mentioned that she thought that Quilici's girlfriend could potentially be like at the level of an archmage, so there's a chance that she's gone like crazy on like defending. Ooh, is this an item we never picked up? All right. Wait, these guys are hostile?
Protect the envoy.
You're mine now.
Whoa, 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 why are they attacking me? I'm on their side, I think. He said that's the envoy. Like, that's not like they don't know who we are. That's the envoy. Okay. Increase movement speed. Zap. Yeah, come stand in front of me, cleric. That seems like a smart move. Blast him, shoot him. Alright. Ow. That's not what I wanted to do. That was it. Blast him. Oh, there's an enemy still left? Nope.
Everyone okay?
Well, they just attacked the envoy of the Adirian Empire. That's not really on. As soldiers of the well, Steel Garrote, I guess, are not part of the Empire technically, but they are from the Empire. It's a little awkward.
What are we waiting for? I have some aggression to unleash.
Why will they not leave us? It cuts. It cuts.
Oh, let's keep along here. Walk past the entrance on the way. Hopefully it'll give us an idea of who's attacking. I mean, we already know it's the Steel Garrote, but who led the attack, I guess? Ooh, is that a spirit? There's a spectre. So is this whole zone now changed due to this?
Those
Like,
are still Garrote banners. I don't like this.
There's the city. What's left of it. Who could do this to us? Who could burn us out like rats and call it a victory? Motherfuckers. I don't know how we recover. Our past is in those flames. Our history. Everything we are.
Not as long as there are people who remember it.
How many thorns must her claw out?
Gone in the blink of an eye.
You can mourn later. Join the others at the old farms. We can protect you. Same goes for you, Envoy. Vidaro wants to speak with you. The old farms are to the north.
alright. Let's keep heading north. Oh, this is... That is crazy. I'm still shocked the Steel Garrote just attacked us.
Cow, come now.
Cow does not understand the urgency. A more Steel Garrote? It might be. Conjurer and a soldier. Well. Ice. Fire. Alright. Veteran. Shoot him. Increase movement speed. And action speed. Blast him.
Not bad for a scholar.
The orders. The Animancers will attempt to flee their burning city. Set up a checkpoint and intercept as many as you can. Some may go free to tell of our success. The rest will be made an example. I leave the judgment to your discretion. The Adirian envoy might still be in the area. Don't let them get in your way. They should know better. Burn this letter in the embers of our victory. Inquisitor Ludwin. They should know better. Huh. So the Inquisitor's basically like, if the envoy's there, then they're getting in your way. So, you know. You can do what you like. Alright. Some more of the plants. I do wonder whether it's worth going to the ranger place, but let's do what the game told us. Let's follow the path that it set out for us. Up here we go. Wondering whether any choices we made along the way would have changed what's happening here, but I'm assuming the answer is no. Hello.
He died saving me. I owe him my life.
His stuff will go to a good place. Me.
May he pass swiftly into the beyond.
More fire there. Where's the guy who said he was from Heelgard over here? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Because you would think that he would want us to know. Although maybe he didn't know, but... You would think he would give us a heads up somewhere. Or be looking for us. So these were people fleeing. Oh, and these are the farms we cleared out. What would have happened had we not cleared out the bounty up here?
They made it out. Oh, thank the gods. Thank the gods. I needed that. I needed to see them so badly. It felt like I couldn't breathe.
Take a few more deep breaths. We're not going anywhere.
Rabbits in a burrow, hunted.
I'll continue in here. And... oh, there's new quests over here as well. And lots of loot.
These people are looking for leadership. A sense of direction. We should find Quilici.
Hope seems lost, but I just can't.
Oh, there's the bounty board as well. Here. Hello.
Seems like a lifetime ago I was worried about the harvest. Now look at us.
I'm sorry, is there anything I can do?
Kind of you to ask, but no. We need to sort through this as a community, if that's what we are. I had a chance to pack up some goods before the adherents put the rest to the torch. Any of it's yours for the right price.
Alright. Animancer's Swallowtail. Essence and carry capacity. Let's go. I think we looked at that before. Fragments of the Offering. Provides information on the locations of Skane's God Totem. Oh, we've already done that. I think we already maybe even bought that, but yeah, we'll grab these and the lockpicks. Yeah. Hello.
There's nothing left, Aimiko. Take a rest. You've certainly earned it.
Oh, hello.
They came for us because we're animancers, didn't they?
Seems most likely.
The settlement is done for.
This settlement is our home. I can't believe you're ready to abandon it.
Fior Messiverno was a dream. And all dreams end.
Hello.
Here for Belena? Go on. She's resting. Maybe a mercy she missed all this.
I can hear loot. Somewhere. Might be in here. Or is it in the tent? Or is it right above there? Let's head up here. Ah. Let's destroy those two things. Seeing who else was around. Hello.
If not for you, this would have been so much worse.
We never saw them coming.
Adir has ruined us all for naught.
Yeah, she was the one that was at the docks previously. Right, let's head back over here. Let's speak to, well, who's got the quest, actually? Hello.
It's you. The godlike. The rangers told me you help people in dire straits. I thought they were lying. But here you are.
Can't blame you for being skeptical.
Where were you when the Garrote came? Couldn't anyone have prevented this? Forgive me, please. I forget myself.
It's alright.
Yes. I know everyone here is. But they cannot begin to grasp what my family has been through. I'll be straight with you. The Steel Garrote's captain stole something precious from me. It wasn't enough to burn our city. Now they have to loot us too. She'll let you close. You can take her prize back. But you will have to kill her first.
Oh, I see. So what you want is revenge.
Of course I want revenge. They killed my nephew, and their captain, Carnet, made off with his ring. You'll find her at the Eastern Watchtower. It is not far from here. I warn you, though, her troops will probably still be with her.
I'd like to hear what she has to say about it.
You want to subject yourself to that? Fine. I can't think about her wearing her emblem. It makes me ill. I should go now. My sister will need help preparing my nephew's body. We'll both be praying for you. Damn the adherents. Damn the Steel Garrote. I spit on their graves. How can our family go on? Murderers.
I see. Hello. I thought I heard more loot, but I don't think I do.
Envoy? Oh, thank goodness. For a moment there, I thought we'd lost you in the attack.
We were researching the Dream Scourge. Unfortunately, the outcome is grim.
No surprises there. We've had nothing but misfortune since you arrived.
Ignacy, calm yourself.
Why should I be calm? His people burned my city.
The Steel Garrote are hardly his people.
They offered us no negotiation, no peaceful terms. Just flames and laughter as we ran.
There must be a reason we're not seeing.
You give these tyrants too much credit. Your Inquisitor is determined to burn out anyone who doesn't conform to Adiran ways.
We agree on one thing. The Steel Garrote have declared war on the Living Lands.
Well, let's say Ambassador Heelgard wanted a diplomatic relationship.
Call it what you like. This is an invasion of our sovereign territory.
What happened here is no coincidence. Their forces already have an unshakable grip on Paradis. This attack was meant to weaken us. No doubt they will circle back to finish what they started. Tell us, what of your research into the Dream Scourge? Assuming our governor wants to hear it.
I may have spoken in haste before.
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our farms, it was too awful to acknowledge.
Are you being serious right now?
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch. And I wasn't strong enough to bear it.
Well, then you're not going to like what we've learned.
Whatever you have to say, I'm ready to hear it.
We uncovered the existence of a new god in the Living Lands. Do we want to tell everybody that? Oh, I don't know which one we want to say here. Let's say, go ahead, Giada. Tell them everything. We'll let her decide.
You want me to do the talking? Very well. The evidence is clear. The Living Lands is on the edge of an ecological disaster, both physically and spiritually. We may know the origin of the Dream Scourge. By following it back to the source, perhaps we can reverse the damage. Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more about its nature, we are powerless to stop it.
But this is madness. When I said I was ready for the truth, I didn't mean... Quilici, tell him it's madness.
Envoy, is it true?
I'm Sapadal's godlike. We find them, we find the Dream Scourge. I mean, Giata has pretty much already said it. That's why I wanted her to be the person who, like, said everything, because then I'd know how much the game wants us to reveal. So, yes.
You truly think you can find a god? I said I'd keep an open mind, but this is a bit much.
First the Dream Scourge, then the Steel Garrote, and now, what does this god of yours want us to do? Pray?
This is no time for a theological discussion. Our survival hangs on a knife's edge. We can't remain in Emerald Stair.
There is no reason to stay, unless you count picking through the ashes. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only settlement that can take us all.
No. I say we go to Paradis.
Paradis is under Adiran control.
Exactly. As long as we are Animancers, the Adirans will pursue us to the ends of the earth. Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight, let them believe we're beaten, and bide our time.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice animancy freely. We can't gamble with our existence. The political climate of the Living Lands is too dangerous.
Take your people to Thirdborn. Take your people to Paradis. Ooh. Let's ask our companions. Giata, what do you recommend?
Thirdborn has its own problems. Paradis is more secure, but it would mean living under Adiran rule. I don't like our options, but that shouldn't stop us from committing to one.
Kai?
Thirdborn's full of hardy types. Lots of former soldiers and mercenaries. A rough bunch, but good to have at your back. It's also farther from the Steel Garrote's base of operations. That's where I'd make my stand.
Okay. I'm going to send them to Paradise. The reason is not because it's necessarily best for them, but it's under Adirian control. If our goal is to further Adirian interests, then it makes sense for them to go to Paradise.
It's unpredictable, and that's why it has a chance to succeed.
When did you grow a spine, Ignacy?
Who says I have? Take care in your travels, Giada. May we meet again.
My days of subterfuge are behind me. Be the leader these people need, and they will follow you anywhere.
What of you, Envoy? Where does the hunt for the Dream Scourge take you next?
Do either of you know about a place called the Garden?
Oh, I do.
Uh-huh.
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting swept up in all of this.
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita, and I will appear. If you're looking for the garden, I can probably lead the way.
Oh.
You're already aware that I'm the foremost Akitan scholar in the Living Lands, and...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia uses their proper name.
Ah, right. Layman's terms. Thank you, darling. Well, to make a long story short, I think I can lead you to the garden. 30 years of research, and I think the answer lies in a ruin called Naku Kubel, which is in Shatterscarp, so we've got to get there now. Before Fiora went up in flames, that Garrote monster took my research. Your kin are on their way to the garden now. Wait. If they know as much as we do, they know to go to Shatterscarp too. Oh no. I've got to warn Temerity. Meet me in Thirdborn, all right? You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp, if you can call it that. I'll finish getting ready here and just meet you there.
Oh, what a whirlwind. God, I love that tiny woman.
So I was right that she's a companion. Just we're getting her after we met her before the third companion. But yeah, she's almost certainly our fourth. Many things here. Where were we? Naku Kubel is an ancient godless ruin located in Shatterscarp. Rumored to be the largest intact ruin in the region, Naku Kubel is steeped in mystery and superstition. Ah. Cool. Is there anything else I wanted to do here? Oh, there's one more below here. That's what I was looking for. Temerity is the no-nonsense and much beleaguered current leader of Thirdborn. Ah. Once Yardsley joins us, we'll have more scholars and fighters.
You'll need both to survive the Living Lands, but at least you won't be lacking in good judgment.
Don't speak too soon.
I can promise you a good brain, but it doesn't always come with good judgment. For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend and a bad influence. Right now, we could use both.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp. It's guarded by some of our best rangers.
Then we should approach carefully. They'll be on their guard after this.
I'll make sure they grant you safe passage. May the gods protect you, Envoy.
Oh, wow.
Living Lands with a friend. What more could I ask for?
Back to Shatterscarp, then.
She is just gone. All right. There's nothing to do here. We're just like we're done here. Apart from going to the Ranger headquarters, which is now where the Steel Garrote captain is. Yeah. Wow. That was like it completely changed the region, and then just went, and now you're going. We do also have another quest to hand in. We have Totem of Defiance to hand in. Let's do Debt of Blood first, because it's like right here. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's another way into the Ranger headquarters. I don't think there is, but we can also, in theory, just walk in the front door here, because it said that we could talk and hear her side of the story. So let's do that. Sorry, I'm bunny hopping because I think it is actually slightly quicker. Actually, you know what's even quicker? Would be using Giata's ability to increase movement speed.
Patience.
There we go. Now we're talking. Super speed. So this was a Zarp camp here, so there's not going to be anything in there. Right. Quick save. There's 2 people to speak to at camp as well now. Right. So I've saved. And let's go.
Soldiers by the watchtower. Take care.
Hello.
Envoy, what are you doing here?
Want to have a chat?
Our report said you were still in Fjord.
Good to know you were spying on me.
You're unmoored from your ambassador. You can't imagine we wouldn't.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't tear your soul apart.
Because one wrong move from you and my soldiers will shoot. Now, state your business, and don't waste my time. We're moving out.
You're not going anywhere until you tell me why the Groat is in the Living Lands. You took a ring off a dead sentry. Last I heard that was still theft. Okay. Let's say you took a ring off a dead sentry. Last I heard that was still theft.
It was a token to prove my honor. It's tradition. You know that.
Well, if you need to steal to prove yourself, you were never honorable. If Eora wants revenge, giving it back would be a good place to start. I'll pay a good price for it. His family deserves something to remember him by. I say if you need to steal to prove yourself, you were never honorable.
You question the honor of the Steel Garrote. Your title has gone to your head.
True.
Someone needs to teach you a lesson in humility. Attack!
Wow. You thought that was a good idea?
They're coming. I need a move.
Right. Ice. Fire. Okay. Over here. The ice. Shoot him. Drop down. Lightning. Fire. Ice. Cool. Attack the battle mage at the back there. I'm about to be hit. Maybe.
Let's see what you got.
I just want the record to show that I did not attack her.
That was a close one.
Family cutlass that we wouldn't have got had we had we just paid for it. Although I don't know if she would have even said yes to paying for it. She might have just said no and it might be in a fight no matter what. But yes. Let's see what this cutlass has on it. The Carnet's Cutlass. How Captain Karn of the Steel Garrote came to be the owner of this exquisite cutlass is a mystery. What's clear, however, is that the weapon is perfectly suited to one of her ilk, the kind of person that exults in the thrill of the fight. Its wicked edge slices through flesh and bone of kith as if they were butter, and the rush of adrenaline it gives its wearer when blood is spilled is undeniable. Killing an enemy gives you attack speed for 10 seconds, damage versus kith. Ooh. Alright, well let's send these away as we're not using them. Or those. Or all of those. Oh, I accidentally sent away one of my grimoires. Oh well, wasn't one we were using. There we go. Right. Well, let's go hand this in again.
Patience, I'm almost ready.
Oh. How long till she's got it? Oh, now. Perfect.
Give me a second.
Now we can run across here. Just using the jump to avoid bits in the scenery that we don't want to deal with. Like that. Right. Also, I jumped at the end there just because... Oh, also, loot here. I think it reset some of the loot on the map when it changed how the map looks. Also, I think you get to keep your movement speed if you jump after you lose movement speed. I think it keeps your momentum until you land. That's cool. Anyway, we're almost back. And And we can tell him that she's dead as well, which he'll appreciate. Anyway. Oh, who have we got over here?
How could this have happened? We're the best animancers in the world. Maybe
Alright. Hello.
Is it done? Is the captain dead?
I put her down myself. You can rest easy now.
I knew I could trust you. And the ring?
Here it is. I hope it helps your family heal.
My family will never heal. But at least we have something to remember him by. The gods favor you. Safe journey, godlike.
Alright. Well, it sounded like there was no way of doing that without killing her, because he asked, is she dead? Which would imply that she had to die. Anyway, I deliberately fast-traveled to this camp, because we need to do the camp conversations before we do anything else. Right, you got banter for me, or... Oh, she is standing far away. Alright, Marius, we're going to chat first.
Envoy, it's clear that no matter what happened, these people couldn't stay in Fior. You did the right thing. I think they're better off in Paradise than struggling out there in Shatterscarp.
Oh, okay. Paradise represents safety and security, something they desperately need.
Maybe they can't do animancy there, but they'll have walls, guards, a market, and all the Nimbus apples they can eat. It's taking away their tools and toys and replacing them with survival that's all but guaranteed.
A worthwhile trade, if you ask me.
They might not see it that way, but it's for the best. Right, changing the subject.
That's enough for now.
Pleasant dreams.
Well, you got more to talk about.
Envoy? Gods, I can't believe what's happening around here. Fior has been destroyed. Just like that.
Fior wasn't ready to change. They were just in the way.
Of what? An Adiran takeover? Maybe take a few steps back, Envoy. I'm not sure I want to look at you for a few minutes.
Ooh. Definite disapproval. Probably earned, but I had to say it.
I can't.
Oh, I cut off her voice line. Venture deeper, seek the voice's source.
What have you found?
They call themselves the Akita. They worship this strange child.
Woodica will be displeased to hear it.
Woodica is never pleased.
Listen for more of Skane's voice.
That is all I have. The rest is none of my concern.
Still, you refuse to take sides. This affects you too, you know.
I admit my sympathy. A group of exiles, a forbidden faith. But the Queen's tenuous favor, yes, compelling indeed.
Listen for more about the conflict.
The burned queen against a single settlement. If your question is one of power, the answer speaks for itself.
It does. Though I will say this. The Queen may have her motives. Sometimes standing idly by is greater subterfuge than action.
I hope this does not force all our hands.
Ooh.
Not bad. A little art to brighten up the camp.
So, that definitely sounds like Woedica is the person who imprisoned Sapadena? I've now completely forgotten the name. Sapadal. It sounds like Woedica's the person who imprisoned Sapadal. Ah. Or the god that imprisoned Sapadal, I should say. After taking damage from an enemy, your next attack within 10 seconds deals 20% of the original damage you received. Stacks of retribution. Yeah, I don't think this is better. This is cool. I can see the way that this would work, but it's not really what we're after here. This isn't us. Compared to this one, Intellect Resolve, reviving companions gets you bonuses, you get fire accumulation, reduces companion cooldowns, activating companion ability boosts your damage. Like, this seems great. This one seems a little disjointed. Definitely seems good if you're kind of like a sneaking melee character, though.
Root hog ribs there were fantastic.
It had a timeless charm, like it was plucked from the hills outside Salona. What will you miss the most, Giada?
I think I'll miss the defiance most of all.
The defiance?
Fior Messiverno was an act of rebellion. We denounced the republics, we subverted nature, and we offended Adir.
I'm surprised you remember it so fondly, given where it got you.
Good or bad, defiance was our culture, the bedrock of our community. And I'm going to miss it.
Hello.
We should talk. Fior Messiverno was the pride of 2 generations. And now, nothing but ashes and embers. My home, my lab, my parents. It feels as if I'd lost them all over again.
Let's say you're strong. You can get through this.
What if I'm tired of being strong? I keep asking myself, how could I have missed this? How could I not have known an attack was coming? We were all so occupied with the Dream Scourge, we missed the enemy on our doorstep. No matter where Animancers go, someone is always trying to kill us. Nothing enrages the gods more than mortals in pursuit of knowledge.
Wonder if Sapadal has strong feelings for animancy.
I doubt they know the meaning of the word. They seem a little out of touch. Listen to me. A failed Animancer lashing out at everything in reach. Even with all the tools at my disposal. I couldn't stop the Dream Scourge. And I couldn't save my people. How do I live up to my family's example when I can't even help myself?
Who says you have to?
I do. My parents died pursuing a better future for Animancers. I can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. And right now, that's all it is. I have some pondering to do. Let me know if there's anything else.
Do you think the people of Fior are going to be alright?
Sending my people to Paradise is a bold move. Bold, but more importantly, unpredictable.
At least the region is more secure than Emerald Stair.
For now. The Steel Garrote will keep a watchful eye on my people. But we will do the same to them, from inside the Lion's Den. Meanwhile, the Adirans will enjoy their false sense of security for however long it lasts. Look, I know you didn't come to this island to help us. And yet you were here when others would have looked away. Despite everything that happened, it means a lot.
Your people deserve better. I just want the living lands to know there's one decent Adiran around. I didn't do it for them, I did it for you, or think nothing of it. Let's say think nothing of it, because the top 3 don't really match what I'm thinking.
Not a chance. You're going to accept my gratitude and enjoy every second of it. Well, onward to better things. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Cool. Anything else?
Thanks for talking.
No, and no. Okay. I changed my mind about where we're going. We're not going here. We are going here. Just need to figure... I guess it's this one. We're going here, and then we're going somewhere else after here. So, I want to check the remains of the Steel Garrote headquarters and see what happens if we go back in there. Also, that might be what she was referring to previously. Oh, I have unspent ability points. Oh, cool. When she was saying that there was something happening in, is it Beldarino's lair or something? She was mentioning something about this area. She might have been referring to the Steel Garrote, like by hinting at it, I guess. Anyway, abilities. Us, Wizard, We are now level 15, right? So level 15 means I can start taking these. If I want to, although these are locked by Grimoire level. So I could unlock the next level of Grimoire stuff, I guess. Definitely could. Yeah, let's do that. That seems like a sensible thing to do. Especially as it's that level for us now. So, yeah, now we can get those abilities if we want to. We still have 1 point available. I could take another point in one of these, actually, if I wanted to. So I get an ability. Could take this so we can unlock level 20 spells as well, if we happen to have them available. Let's do that. I don't have a spell book that has these yet, but now we've finished it, so we can now get these whenever we want to. Oh no, you still need to be player level 20. But I guess if I have a book that has one of them in it, I can now use it, right? Let's pull a Eora. I don't know which book it would be in. Like Greater Elements, maybe? No. I thought we had one that was like a higher... like it had a higher level thing in it. No, that is Returning Storm. Storms? No. Embers, was it? Yeah, Embers. See, now if we equip this, I can use Meteor Shower if I want to. Which is cool. Anyway. Quick save. Can I even reach this side of the thing behind the waterfall here? Yes, because I can go this way. Perfect. Right. Is this where we tell Gyata that actually we knew that the Steel Garrote were here all along and we just didn't tell anyone? She would not be a fan of that, I imagine. Right, so let's have a look in here. So they're still marked as enemies around the corner. So we can come in here and kill them if we want to. Oh, these are Zarups now. Let's get rid of them. Big ice hit. So this is no longer where the Steel Garrotes are hanging out. Huh. Interesting.
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Gianna.
Inquisitor Ludwin's congratulations. To be opened when your mission is complete. Well done. Thanks to the Steel Garrote, fear Miss Iverno is nothing more than a fading memory. Don't bother tarrying here to cover your tracks. Our work takes us deeper into the Living Lands, to Shatterscarp and beyond. When you march over the ashes, march with pride, you've earned it. Inquisitor Ludwin. I wonder what would have happened had you cleared out this place. Probably nothing, but... It is interesting that that could have been an option before now. As in, you could have cleared out this entire place. First missive. Captain Weath, take your Steel Garrote, a legion, into the wilderness of Emerald Stair. Do not reveal your presence. Await further instructions. I will have need of you soon. Be careful. Be patient, Inquisitor Ludwin. Huh. Grab that. Stilgar leather. That's nice. Oh, that's just water. Oops. Right, further in here, there's a couple of enemies this way. Second missive. Captain Weath, they tell me you found a sympathetic turncoat among the people of Emerald Stair. Good. Make certain they understand the benefits of a deer and rule. Give them reason to serve us. Faith and loyalty will bind them to our cause. Inquisitor Ludwin. Oh, that must have been Ranger Dorso. Oh, they're sleeping. Well, not for much longer. That worked. Third missive. Captain Weath, your report on the Dream Scourge was appreciated, but ultimately worthless. This plague will burn itself out in time, and the strong will endure. If you're having trouble occupying your time in Emerald Stair, suggest finding a hobby. Anything but gardening. Inquisitor Ludwin. Oh. Interesting. So I'm wondering whether Ludwin knows that she's here for Wodaka. Like, we're assuming that Wodaka is guided Ludwin here because Wodaka wants to make sure that Sapadal is still imprisoned. So I'm wondering whether she actually Ludwin actually knows that, or whether Ludwin is being just like manipulated. Captain Weath, you're correct. Paradise has grown more unstable. The Imperial Envoy was murdered, dissidents plot from the shadows, and our forces spread thin. Your mission, however, is unchanged. Once we succeed in taming Paradise, the living lands will follow. You will stand proudly at the vanguard, Inquisitor Ludwig. Ah. So these guys here. Is this the other way in that we could have taken previously? Because I guess we maybe could have snuck in and got some of this information previously. Grab that. Ooh, no, it's a way to this chest. Grab that. More of the next tier of equipment, like leveling up stuff. Is this the room that we were just in? Yeah, but we're now above it. I see.
Worth and Rock.
Oh, bonus. There we go.
I say.
Hit the priest.
Not bad, envoy.
Ice.
And Rock.
Fire. Perfect. Hit it. Ow. While we incapacitated each other.
Another soul for the wheel.
Nice.
Good shooting, Cap.
Maybe some of this. Oh, and then some of that. Alright, yes, that's just where we were, so it just gives a different angle on that fight. Where does this go? Back in there. Alright, so it's just yet another way in here. Or another way out of here. We have a fifth and a final one. Grab those. More steel guard leather. Definitely worth coming in here for the amount of crafting material we got. Right. Fifth. Captain Weath, I'm sending one of my best paladins to aid you. She will deliver my instructions. You have served me well. Carry out your orders to the letter and you'll be rewarded in this life and the next. May the burned queen smile upon you, Inquisitor Ludwig. Captain Weath, my orders are as follows. Fiora Miss Averno is dragging the living lands down into a shared grave. Your legion will raise the settlement until nothing but ashes remain. Put the city down like an injured animal. Leave the people to witness the consequences of their failure. You may encounter Rupert, a new arrival from the mainland. Deal with them courteously if you cross paths. Deal with them violently if they impede your work. May the flames of the burned queen purify Emerald Stair, Inquisitor Ludwig. So, it's basically like, treat us nicely if you know, if we're not in the way. But if we are in the way, then, you know, kill us. I'm not a huge fan of the kill us thing there, but alright. And now we know there's more back here as well. We sort of came back here previously, but then we reloaded. So there should be, yeah, some Hylias. Ow! Yeah, this happened last time as well, actually. Weirdly enough, that happened last time. Healing used to be, or like, the... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, the poison used to be on the main thing, but I guess we have too many abilities now. And that then opens up this route, which opens up a unique thing, or Awakened Adra. Death Knight Sabatons. What are Death Knight Sabatons? So, increased maximum health, resistance to poison and bleed accumulation. The chill radiating from this coal-black armor is like a kiss from beyond the grave. These heavy boots impart upon their wearer a measure of vitality and durability of the walking dead. The stench of grave dirt that clings to them is certainly unpleasant, but that is a small price to pay for the benefits they provide. Just want to see what they look like. Ah, black boots. Unsurprising. Cool. Right. Can I fast travel from in here? Because it's not said. It doesn't say I can't. I can. I want to go to Dawnshore. Nope. All right. Let's get out of here then. I wanted to check whether I could do that before having to go through a loading screen out of here, then a loading screen to the next place. That's all right. So yeah, if we'd broken in there, I guess in theory we could have killed that steel garrote like group, but I don't know if that would have been all of them. They probably still would have burned. I can't see how you would progress the game without it burning. I guess if we had told someone as well, then someone might have done something, but they might have been like, well, there's nothing we can do about it now. It might have changed how they phrase things later. Yes, I want to go to here. And I want to speak to Heelguard and basically tell him that the place I went to is dead. And what does it? What are his next instructions or suggestions, I should say? Anyway, let's go and see what he has to say. Might say nothing till we've progressed to the next zone. It might have made us talk to him before we progress to the next zone, but
stands above the judgment of the queen that was, nor the
wait a second.
of her justice.
I know the one on the left. The left, is that not the person who ran the brothel that we helped? And then, wait, the one on the right, is that not her captain, Ilfir?
Look now. Nobody stands above the judgment of the queen that was, nor the arbiters of her justice.
I'm trying to figure out who you were. That one there. I recognize you slightly. Yeah. Okay. I'm fairly certain one of them was the person who ran the brothel. Oh wait, no, that's the person who ran the temple. Oh.
Nobody stands above the judgment.
Alright. Hey, you.
Don't bother. I already know what you're going to say. I did everything in my power to save Fior Merciverno, but even diplomacy has its limits.
I assume this means Adir has a new plan in motion? Or has set a new plan in motion?
Well, new to you and me, perhaps. Maybe not to Inquisitor Ludwig. May I speak frankly? I came here with the understanding that Adir would spread its influence through cooperation and mutual interest. Inquisitor Ludwig, and apparently our Emperor, had something very different in mind. We may question their wisdom, but we cannot question our commitment to the Empire.
How do you expect me to do my job if I don't know the fact, or all the facts?
Trust me, it was never my intention to make our work more difficult than it already is.
Aren't you going to introduce us?
You must be the Animancer I've heard so much about. Every bit as outspoken as your reputation. Ambassador Falshin Heelguard, welcome to our modest embassy.
After what your soldiers did to Fior Merciverno, I ought to rip the soul from your body.
You have every right to your rage. Believe me, I would have stopped it if I could.
Enough of your lies. You are nothing more than a spider, hiding in the safety of your web.
If only it were that simple. Envoy, need I remind you that traveling with an Animancer could be hazardous to your life, your very soul.
No one knows what's better for my soul than Giata Castel. I don't care, she's with me. The benefits outweigh the risks, I know what I'm doing, or trust me, Ambassador, this is all according to plan. Let's say it's all according to plan.
I'll take your word for it then. But enough about unpleasant matters. Will there be anything else?
Oh, have you seen what they did to Egwulf? Oh, he must have been the other body there.
How could I avoid it? If I may be blunt, a corpse hanging outside my office symbolizes everything I hate about the Steel Garrote. While I forge alliances, build trust, and solidify our place on this island, they're butchering people in our name. At least Inquisitor Ludwig got what she wanted. That's what matters, right?
Alright. No new instructions from him. Well, I'm happy we came back, though. It was quite a bit of content, really. Which is surprising, I would say. Yeah. I do like that in this game. There's quite a lot of content that is unmarked. Things that if you do it and they make sense, they'll probably reward you with some dialogue. Right? But, yeah. Let's head over here. And then we're going to save, and then we're going to head through to Shatterscarp, to our new area. Although, before we do that, I actually do want to speak to the shop over here. It looks like all the plants and things respawned when it did the area refresh. I'm not going to collect them all again, but that is interesting.
Well, if it isn't the envoy again. Luckily, those steel garrote soldiers at the gate haven't bothered me yet. I'm just hoping not to draw their attention.
Steel garrote soldiers?
Aye. They killed those poor rangers and have just been waiting there.
Oh. Don't bother them and I'm sure you'll be fine.
That's certainly the hope. Anyway, it's not my business to interfere in. I've seen nothing and just wish to be on my way.
Alright. So what I wanted to do here, one, I'll buy these, obviously. I want to see if she had any crafting material. As in, like, not this crafting material, but the next area's crafting material. But she doesn't. Right. Well, I did not know that there were steel garrote soldiers. Thank you for the warning. Is that the captain? Ilfir, I think it is, right? Right in the center. Let's just walk up to them, see what happens.
Come closer, envoy. I'd like a word.
Gods, what happened here?
Well, we can have a word.
A moment of your time, if you please. From one Adiran to another.
Captain Ilfir, what are you doing here?
I go where the Inquisitor commands, just as you go where the Emperor commands. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand.
I would have enjoyed some advance notice.
My apologies. We'll do better next time. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight.
You did have people try to kill me. You say that like it's nothing, but you have made Adir complicit in a war crime.
All we've done is speed things along to their inevitable conclusion. One way or another, Fuel Messiverno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fuel Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them.
We could say their fate was not yours to decide. But, we'll remain silent.
I see I have your attention. Good. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes.
Why are you telling me this?
Because we have one thing in common. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living lands, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning.
Well, you didn't come all this way just to explain yourself.
Perceptive. Maybe Ludwig was right about you. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
You don't have to answer that.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last.
Ranger Martineo was a decent man. You'll pay for this. How did you know I'm going to Shatterscarp? Steel Garros have gone too far again, or did Ludwig give the order? Let's say, how did you know I'm going to Shatterscarp? As much as the fate of the Rangers is unfortunate, I don't think our character is particularly, that's not the main thing on his mind.
Inquisitor Ludwig is always watching. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances.
Let's say, despite what happened here, I'm optimistic.
I am not.
Hold on to that feeling. You'll need it in the days to come. Be seeing you, Envoy. Sooner or later.
So that's it? We're just letting her walk away?
Let's say killing won't solve anything.
No, but it'll make me feel a lot better. I don't want to see you again. Is that clear?
Crystal. Good luck with her, Envoy. You're going to need it.
I didn't think it was possible to hate someone this much.
I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight.
I had the feeling that maybe we should sleep with one eye open as well, given how she was feeling about us there. Let's have a look at this missive that we picked up. To the head sharpshooter, first class of Shatterscarp, Temerity Kiowa III, on behalf of the burned queen and the emperor of Adir, I hereby command that the ruins of Naku Kubel be surrendered to Adir. If you resist, Shatterscarp will share Fior Misaverno's fate. By my oath, Inquisitor Ludwig. Now, she was suggesting that they would break from the Empire if they needed to, but, I mean, quite clearly we just saw there that it's still in the name of the Emperor. So Ludwig is still saying in the name of the Emperor and, like, by the order of the Emperor, so she's still wielding the Emperor's authority. Hello.
Don't take this the wrong way, but your friend the Ambassador is an asshole.
Well, Giata, you say that about everyone in power.
Indeed, and I'm always right. What is it about authorities? No modesty, no humility, and barely any regard for others.
That's the Adiran way.
Well, I loathe it. Does that kind of power appeal to you? Would you lord over this island as the Ambassador does?
No, I would do a much better job. It needs an archivist and a historian, not another bureaucrat. Could use a centralized leader, perhaps it could be me. Just an envoy, or he's just a political puppet. The Steel Garrote are the ones in power. Let's say it could use a centralized leader, perhaps it could be me.
I wouldn't trust anyone who wanted the job. And yet I trust you. What a paradox I've made for myself. Well, I've kept you as a captive audience long enough. If there's anything else, just let me know.
Alright, anything else?
You too.
No. Alright then. We finished everything here. Let's go to the next place. Yeah. It is interesting playing a character who's definitely, like, at least on good terms with who appears to be the villains. Like, I would have to say that the Steel Garrote definitely seem like they're going to be the villains. Also, just look at you're a cleric. I thought you were an assassin or something. Alright, well, that makes sense then. But yeah. It's interesting towing this line. I wonder how long the game's going to let us tow the line for, and when we're going to have to make a choice, if we can even make a choice, unless we're just going to be betrayed by Ludwig at the first sign of the plot going stale. But we'll see. I think Ludwig might attack us in the next area.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers, and now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrod burned my fucking home to the ground.
Ludwig believes Fiora Messiverno was a danger to the living lands.
Who cares what she believes? What right have the dead to judge the living? I will not forget Fiora Messiverno. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Deathguard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrot dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn?
I need to speak with Ludwig. Maybe she'll see reason. Or she'll listen to reason.
I bet Heelguard's tried that tack. Zealots like her aren't swayed by reason. And Thirdborn will greet her with a sword in one hand and another sword in the other. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed.
Well, it sounds like the Dream Scourge.
That's what I'm afraid of.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt.
What do you know about Thirdborn, Marius?
Town full of survivors. Anyone who decides to stake out a life in Shatterscarp isn't someone you want to mess with. Good enough people, though. And generally less likely to rob you or bore you to sleep than other places we've been.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge.
A garden implies cultivation, patience, intention. Yatsli believes the answer lies in another godless ruin, Naku Kubel. Find the garden even if we have to use the process of elimination, or Sapadal didn't exactly give us a compass bearing. Let's say it implies cultivation, patience, intention.
Indeed, and deep roots waiting to be unearthed. Yatsli is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsli can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try.
Let's do it.
This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything?
And the Sapadal said the real garden is the friends we make along the way. Let's say, for a moment it seemed like Sapadal recognized you.
What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek, but I'll take it over nothing.
Does anyone else want to ask Sapadal a question?
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then. Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
This is our chance to finally get some answers. Be ready for anything.
Anything. Right. Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it.
We'll go.
Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fior Messiverno. I just wanted you to know.
The Steel Garrote only hastened the inevitable is the only thing I can say. Because these were my people, I should have seen it coming, or I'm beginning to question what the Empire is doing in the Living Lands. I say they only hasten the inevitable, we'll follow the party line and she'll get very mad.
You think Fior Messiverno was doomed either way. After everything we've been through, I understand. Believe me. But my people deserved a chance to fight for their lives. And the Steel Garrote took it from us. Think on that.
Let's get some rest. We have a long day ahead of us.
Nobody wants to talk. Let's head out. I'm happy with this party for now. Yeah, I don't feel like I can remove Kai. I think he's too tied to a lot of what's going on. He's especially tied to Thirdborn as well. Giada has just joined us, and I think we'll probably be related to the next area as well. Like, we're going to see Yatsley as our first thing. Makes sense that she'd be there. Marius kind of has no connection to anything, so I think this has to be our party if we're going for maximum amount of lore. Oh, we're getting a different color palette for the next area. Oh, wow. Also wondering whether it's going to be less densely packed, because it was saying it's going to be a desert, right? Definitely seems like a large map. Find Tama's badge. That's the way out there. Yeah, it seems like a large map.
We smell death here.
Learn what happened in Eagle's Reach.
Listen to me. Look here. Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just dizzy.
I can hear loot. I think it might be here or here. Anyway. So the Adirans looked like they were attacked when they arrived.
If they don't stop crying, I'll give them something to cry about.
I'll kill them. I'll fucking kill every last one of them.
That last fight gouged a hole through our backs.
Hello.
It's a wonder we managed to stop them.
Too many. Not even
Envoy,
counting the ones we had to
I have
put
something
down.
to ask of you. A good man is dead out there in the sands. The Dream Thralls ambushed us, and Helshin, he held them off so we could escape. There was a sword he had that was precious to him, and he would have wanted that sword to continue the fight for Adir. It's of good quality. Might be of use to you.
I'll keep an eye out. Where is it?
The ambush happened out in the ancient lake bed, at the bottom of the rounded cliff. Thank you again, Envoy.
Alright. You want to tell me what happened here?
Another Adiran, Kutabov.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
The corpses are still fresh. The fight must have been recent.
It was a bloodbath. Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran dream thralls.
Thorough autopsies are needed to confirm such a claim.
Look around you, Envoy. Our kith don't wear your fancy armor.
We don't have time to argue. The Dream Scourge has been ravaging our camp.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe.
Ludwig asked me to deliver a missive to Temerity.
Gods, a letter from Inquisitor Ludwig. That can't be good.
Kutabao. If that bitch thinks she can threaten our leader, she'll be sorely mistaken.
Where's Kutabao? Similar to damn it. Ludwig is after something in the ruin. She'll leave Thirdborn alone.
I hope you're right, Envoy. Else we'll all be in a load of shit.
Something's off. The Thirdborn I remember had more backbone than this.
Look, Envoy. Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right?
Well, don't worry, I can handle myself.
I sure hope so.
I don't recognize Rutaska, but I know Thirdborn, and it used to be made of sterner stuff.
You got anything more to say?
Be careful on your way to Thirdborn.
Not really.
Don't know how many of our own were lost. Upwards of 20 at least. Funny thing, counting casualties. 10 dead, 23 dead, 36 dead. Makes it sound so tidy.
Right. Anyone else here?
Never leave Adir again. We have everything we need in Adir. What are we doing here?
Ah, so they were just locking up people who had the Dream Scourge.
Gods, the stench. There's no going home after this. Not really.
That's what I heard. Grab all of that. Stilgar leather. Over here. Oh, also, I should see what difficulty this quest is. Oh, it's still, like, we're at the right level to do it, apparently. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. Could be another quest in a second, but... yeah. It's definitely intriguing that we're the right level. So this links back around here. Alright.
Move along, Envoy.
Yep. God, I hate this posting.
Everyone seems to hate it here.
Wodigga, take this Dream Scourge.
It's interesting that there is actual Adiran soldiers rather than Steel Garrote soldiers, though. Definitely an interesting development here. Alright. Over the top. Then over this way. It's the last bit on this side.
Yeah, at least the shack stopped smouldering. Why any of our people settle here by their own will, I don't know.
Right.
Fools. Well, we warned them not to settle in the goddamn desert. Sure, the captain says a broken lantern killed them, that it was just an accident, but... if they hadn't been there... you know.
You'll be on your own out there. Careful where you step.
Oh, okay. So this is what this new area looks like. It's very cool. It's also, you can already tell, a lot less dense than the previous areas. I was wondering whether this as a desert was going to be a little less dense, and you can kind of see previous area had, like, although there's still a little bit of elevation here, this is mostly just flat all the way around. That weird formation over there. So let's also get an idea about how far things are. So if that's Thirdborn right there, that's 400 away. Yeah, so that's 400 away, and we know it was 300 between the, that was almost 400 between, that's 480 though away, right? Yeah. You know, it was like 390 or something between where the ranger outpost was and where and like the northern farms in the other area. So I think this area might be smaller, right? I think although the map's pretty large, I think the area is actually smaller. That's not that far, and a lot of it's rock as well. Yeah. Lots of paths between the rock. It says there's one more quest down here. Let's grab that. Right, down here as well. Oh, hello.
I've nothing to say to you.
It's rude.
Thirdborners have been on edge ever since the mines got shut down. Ah, welcome to the shit, envoy. Sorry for the mess, but it can't be helped. Not when a fucking horde of dream thralls screams up the path. At least they're not coming out of the fucking rock like they did in the mines. Oh, dream thrall spiders.
Nothing is spared this plague. Neither the land, nor the creatures who inhabit it.
Aye, a living nightmare. They swarmed just like that. These dream scourge people don't eat their kill.
They're spiders. All you have to do is step on them.
What kind of feet have you got? We're talking about a whole mine filled with them.
Where are these mines?
Follow the path down. You'll see the elevator. It's broken now, but the mines are just on the cliff above.
I used to hear stories about cave-ins up there. Watch your step.
If you hit the Leviathan skull when you're up there, you've gone too far. You'll know it when you see it.
Why do we have soldiers in the mines?
The powers that be decided we'd help Thirdborn reopen an old, abandoned sulfur mine. Help arm Thirdborn against the Dream Scourge, you see. Make friends. But it's not my place to talk about any of it.
I might stop by the mines, take a look for myself.
If it please you. Sounds like they need all the help they can get.
Normally, spiders are beneficial to an ecosystem. But there's nothing normal about this.
Ooh, wow. Well, I think this is where we're going to end the episode for today. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we explore Scattersharp. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.